Good morning. Getting out before the day gets too warm. It's in the upper 60s, lower 70s. Pretty pleasant, and it's kind of nice out. Sky's blue, occasional clouds. How can you do better? But then we turn to the news, and we got Trump is talking about running for president when we should be sizing him up for an orange jumpsuit for all the crimes he's committed and the daily information we get of how he did it. But America's weak spine is being reflected in the health of our democracy, because increasingly we see the values that hold us together threatened, and we have people pushing back. And that's our hope, that we can sustain this. But consider the fact that the Secret Service, chosen to protect the president and presumably public servants who are beholden to us, we now learn have destroyed text messages on January 5th and January 6th, when the insurrection was in its final day of preparation. And it occurred on January 6th, causing the disruption to our democracy and almost succeeding in a coup that would replace Trump, a man who lost a presidential election, as the president-elect. How in the world do we get to this place? And then there's a footnote today, which is kind of strange. Ivana Trump died. She's 73, and she supposedly, I take it back, she fell down a flight of stairs. It's being investigated. And so she died as a result of that. Not really very good. And then I had guessed wrongly, because it just made so much sense to me, that Cipollone was the witness that Trump had called. But apparently it was a staffer, I don't believe the person's been identified, who is or was close to Cassidy Hutchinson, and we don't have the details of how that phone call went, whether it was just a message and so forth. But this is a person that was expected to be a witness. So, we see a couple of things here that raise red flags, which is, here you have the Secret Service destroying certain things. We have witnesses being coerced to appear before the committee, a very public proceeding, not like a grand jury, although a lot of the interviews are done behind closed doors. And then we have this kind of direct involvement by Trump himself, as if he can't delegate it or won't delegate it to someone else to do. And he is a phone hoard who gets lots of phones in violations of the protocol of the White House when he was there, and would use them and throw them away and so forth, and was uncontrolled. Remember, he took all those documents away. They had to get the documents from Mar-a-Lago, who knows that we got them all, back into the archives. So this guy is an obstructionist of the first order. And do you have to obstruct if you have nothing to hide? Well, that answers itself, because he's done so much in the public that we know what it is. But my great fear continues to be, and in recent days, we've heard other prosecutors and people taking a line that I've been talking for a long time, which is, DOJ, where are you? And let's choose just one example. If you're not on a case immediately and issue subpoenas and demand information and call witnesses on the carpet and ask them the tough questions, and you let time pass, you are permitting obstruction to succeed. So, for example, if the Secret Service killed all that information in January, the same month as the Secret Service was involved with the president, and the president was involved with the insurrection, and you did it before any investigation made the request, you can say, oh, I never thought about it. Like, that is conceivable to the Secret Service or any investigative or protective or security agency. But this is what happens when you delay. Now, the Department of Justice claims to be looking well, when I say claims, reading the tea leaves, we're inferring that the Justice Department, so-called Just Us Department, is looking at, these phony electors that were part of the plot. Well, can we really believe that? This is a group that couldn't prosecute Meadows for his contempt of Congress, a misdemeanor, and we think they're going to do something larger than that. Now, I do believe that there are prosecutors in the Justice Department, just like me, who would dig into this like a hungry dog with a bone until they had something or concluded there was nothing. But we can't expect that fair review, in my opinion, unless something really dramatic happens. The Department of Justice couldn't find its hindquarters with both hands in a dark room. And there's evidence of that. So what are we to do? We have to continue to talk about this issue so that more people come out. Schiff came out the other day. Weissman came out. We need more people to say what's going on just is not right. So that's my thinking for the day. I may be on Ari later today, and if I am, I'll put a post on Twitter, or if I'm told I expect to be. So all the best. Have a good day. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.